Hey, what's up, everybody? Special edition of Corey's Car Chronicles. I just want to say I'm grateful. I celebrated my 38th birthday on Friday, July 17th. I know today's Sunday. I'm late. It's just whatever. But I saw that one of my special, I guess I'll call them social media friends, that posted a happy birthday post specifically for me, and I have to say I was very humbled and honored for my friend Spin Robin for posting that video. Really did my heart good. I didn't see the video until yesterday, which was the day after my birthday. And that's just because I wasn't really on social media a lot on my birthday. But I'm really grateful for that. I just wanted to say how happy I am. This has been a very trying year. 2020 has, I thought 2014 was probably my worst year, and before that I thought 2000 was, but man, like since 2000 kicked off though, every almost, sorry about that, but it's just been it's been kind of crazy, but I'm grateful. Many don't know I lost my mother in April, which was rough. I lost one of my favorite cousins in May, which was rough, and I lost my great uncle last month, who had a stroke on his birthday, and I just talked to him. My great uncle he was my great uncle, but he wasn't just my great uncle in my life. He was like my father in my life. He was the first positive male role model I had in my life, and he remained that way until his last day. Even on the day I talked to him on his birthday, he was encouraging me because my mom had passed, and make sure I save my money and do this and do that. He was 88 years old. I mean, it just turned 88 on his birthday, and that one was I got a 1, 2, 3 combo punch, and that third one, that was a little bit too much for me. I had a little issues, but I'm just grateful, that I still had the mind to like go out and just do something for my birthday. My mother told me, and my sisters and brothers, before she passed, it was about, I say, almost a month and a week before she passed, when we found out they weren't giving her too long. She told us, y'all got to keep living. Don't stop living. Keep going forward. Don't let what's going on with me stop you from doing what you're doing. Keep building your lives. And that has been, keeping me moving forward as far as those words, because I feel that at this point, as much as I don't feel like doing anything anymore, or the wind has been taken out of me, I have no drive to do things that I've been doing. That has become the replacement drive for what I had with those words, because I feel like it would be a disgrace if I gave up, or if I didn't even go harder, because I feel like she sacrificed her life to make sure I had a better chance at life than she did. Didn't know a lot. She didn't do everything perfectly. She made a lot of mistakes. But one thing was evident, was that whatever she did, whether it was a mistake what she did, in her mind, she thought this would be best for my children and my family. And for that, I honor her. I used to tell her all the time, you're the perfect parent, the perfect mom, not because you did everything perfectly, but because why you did it was perfect. It was your perfect love for me and us. And even her last words, it showed how much of a real mother she was, because she was telling us, don't stop living, keep pressing, keep going forth. So yeah, I just wanted to say I'm grateful. I'm grateful. It has been rough. It is still rough. Things are still happening right now in 2020 where I'm like, is 2020 God's personal joke on me? Because it's funny, because everything that emotionally and mentally has been messing me up, it's been awkward on the outside. Like, I got a good job. I got my place. Got a little money in the bank. You know, not balling out of control or nothing, but I got a little money in the bank. God blessed me with an early birthday present where I was able to get in a brand new 2020 car without changing my monthly payments and only extending how long I'm paying for, like 6 months rather than a year and a half. It's been pretty good. I went and did something for my birthday. Well, you guys can't see it, but I ended up getting, I never said I don't think I can show y'all. I got a tattoo. And you can't see the words, but my tattoo says, "Your wings were ready, but my heart was not." I come from a very religious background, very spiritual all the way up to even like my mid-30s. But I know what has been said about people who get tattoos in church and things like that. I just don't feel that way anymore. It's not like I'm saying everybody should go out and get one, but I don't feel it. I don't believe you're gonna burn forever for getting it. I think God is more concerned with the how and the why you do something rather than the what you do. And this was for me. My mother's relationship with me was very it was our relationship. It wasn't like all the stuff I see on TV and people say our relationship had its ups and downs, ins and outs, but no matter what, our love for each other was the strongest and the most evident thing. So it was just amazing. So when I had issues, you know, I would call my mother because I have a bit of a temper, not a bad one, and it takes a lot to get me mad. But I would call her and be like, "Ma, it's these people messing with me." And you know what? Without her even saying that, she understood where I was going when I had my temper. So she would say what needed to be said. It wasn't no poo-pooing either. You know, she said a number of times my mother used to say to me, "All right, if you go to jail, I ain't got no bail money." So you gonna do what you do, but you go to jail, I ain't got no bail money. You just gonna have to be there. So, and I never wanted to disgrace her as far as I've never been arrested. I've never been in the streets. And it's not something I'm saying that I'm the best. That's not something nobody should ever do or ever have to be. But I've never been arrested for any wrongdoing. I've never sold drugs or any other stereotypes they say for a black man. And I like to say it's because I'm this and that. But honestly, my mother and grandmother and my great aunt and my great uncle, those are my 4 pillars. I never wanted to disgrace them. I never wanted to make them feel like the love, the teaching, everything that they were giving me, I never wanted them to feel like it was in vain. So I worked hard to stay out of the streets. I had a lot of sacrifices because I wanted to keep from being in certain situations where I would even mistakenly be involved in some things. So a lot of people weren't that cool with me. I got called a nerd. I got called a lame a lot. But, you know, my mother always told me it's best to say that you was never there than to say I was there and I never did anything. But yeah, I'm just coming on just to say I'm grateful. I hadn't posted too many videos lately. Probably not gonna post none for a while. Just doing a lot of reflection. It's almost like my life is starting back over with my mother leaving. That was I knew my mother was a primary person in my life, but I guess with her gone, I realized how much she was touching in my life that I didn't even recognize. You know, it's a lot of things that I was trying to accomplish specifically for me, but also because I'm like, man, I can't wait till I do this so mama can do this. You know, I'm moved to Texas. She never got to see my apartment or come visit me. She was planning on it last year for my birthday, but she took real sick last June. So a month before she couldn't come. And that kind of irritated me. You know, I'm like, I'm finally doing stuff and now she can't even see it because she's sick. I felt like it wasn't fair to her. I always wanted to get a house, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get a house because I'm gonna have a separate bedroom for when mama visit me. Her and papa have a bedroom. You know, I got this new car. I would have drove to Chicago just so my mama could see my car. Because it wasn't like a thing about me. I wanted her to see, look, what you did, the sacrifices you made, the things you did. I'm getting them later in life because it was a lot more you couldn't provide that you didn't know. But it didn't go in vain. This is because of you. you know, the things that you did. So everything I have is because of your sacrifices and what you did for me. And that's what I wanted to show her. But, you know, I'm just going to still keep living, you know, and cherish her memory forever. But, yeah, thank y'all so much. Talk to y'all later. Thank you, Spin. I love you. All right, bye.